Hey, hey.
Hey, everybody.
How are you guys doing today?
We're live. We're live. In living color.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a party, pajama party today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm staying in my jammies all day long.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. Today's junk day. It's the day after Halloween where we loaf and eat candy and yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a good day. It's been a very good day. I hope that you guys have been having a very good day today. I'm going to log in really quick so I could say hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome,
yes.
welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome.
How are we coming in? Are we sounding good? Are we here?
Yeah.
On your end?
It wouldn't be an SLR live without some sort of technical difficulties, right? Am I right? I'm actually not even seeing it on YouTube.
I synced it.
I'm in it. See it.
I'm in it. I'm on.
It. Oh no, that means it's going to be another one of those times where the notifications don't go out.
Are you sure?
I literally went to our page, and I'm on live, and it says it from 6 days ago.
I think it might be because you.
It should show it. I don't know.
Well, here you go.
I don't know.
Here's mine.
I can't even find it.
I see it.
Oh no.
I see Jeanette saying it's coming in all good.
Oh good. Well, thank you.
Crazy John saying it's coming in all good. Lori Wolf, Jean, Lori Lorkin, Ryan Kelly, Drewslands, what's going on?
Hey
Greg
guys.
and Gina, Kathleen McGigley, I'm going to butcher that, I'm sorry. McGinley, yep.
There you go.
Brian Wilkerson, James Shaw, Southern Blessed Homestead.
Hi, hi.
How are you guys all doing? Joseph O'Brien, Renee Morin, B. Patton?
B. Patton,
I believe.
I found it, guys. I found it
You
on
got
my phone.
it?
We don't got to share anymore, but I will have to say I had to search for Simple Life Reclaimed, and then it was not the first thing to pop up, which is weird because we're live right now.
Like I said, it might be because
I don't know.
you're in your own, or in Simple Life Reclaims, watching it. I don't know.
No, that's not how it works. But I don't know. Something's up. Something's up.
Something's
definitely up. But yeah, no, it's all good. I could see you guys now. James Shaw, hello, hello. McAllister Homestead, hey, hey. Jeanette DeGarmo, hello. Hope I didn't butcher you guys. So yeah, guys, Southern Blessed Homestead said, I didn't see any notifications for your live. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know.
We've got a question from Shuri Udell. Mel and Gary, what's your favorite type of candy bar?
You can answer first.
It's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Reese's Fast Break because it's peanut butter, and who doesn't love peanut butter and chocolate together?
Yeah, it's a really killer combination.
It's such a good, I don't know, it's so bomb. But then again, I really like the Snickers, and then again, I really like Mr. Goodbar. So, but all of them all have peanut butter in it, or peanuts in it, so.
Peanut butter and chocolate combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So one of
those, I would say. It's a hard toss up between those.
My favorite is Almond Joys. I also like Mounds.
No.
But no, I like Almond Joys, and then I really love Butterfingers too. Butterfingers are really good, but they're harder for me to eat.
Yeah.
They get stuck to my teeth.
Butterfingers actually bring me back to I don't know, my young childhood. Back in Idaho, I'd go over to the corner store and get those, I don't know what the heck they're called, or something stick. You know what I'm talking about? It was just the inside of what Butterfinger is, but it was just something stick. I can't remember what the name of it. But you'd go and buy the inside basically, and then you'd eat it. And I don't know, it didn't have any chocolate on it. It was just the insides.
I used to really love Charleston Chews too.
Charleston Chews, yeah. Those are bomb.
But yeah,
Choco Stick. That's what it is. A Choco Stick. Or Chico Stick. Yeah.
A Chico Stick.
One of those,
Drew.
yes.
Thanks,
so
Drew.
anytime I have a Butterfinger, I always think of those.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Chickle Stick. Yeah, I don't really know what they're called. We had a complete feast though last night with so many different candies.
Yes.
Hopefully none of us have to go to a dentist now because of it. Because yeah, we were getting down on the candy and the good food and the good times, and It was a really great time. The kids had an absolute blast. The adults had a blast.
Yeah.
We did take some footage. I'm actually wrapping it up inside the end of a video that I've been editing today, and hopefully I'll have it out for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, the Drift and Dreamer kids came over and come on, and of course Anthony and Rox, Country Road Cure, and then us, and we had a lot of different games and things set up for the kids to do, and just all the good food and the laughs. We had so many laughs with the Fran band.
It was such a good time.
Yeah.
Such a good time. Seeing the kiddos' faces and just like, I don't know, they were all running around. Like,
And they looked
were
so
lit
cute
up
in
and
their
happy
costumes.
and just, they were having a good old time.
They were having a great time, guys. It was wonderful. It was perfect. And I'm happy that we have some Fran Bam in the area with some younger kids, right in our kids' age group, you know, because we always do it just our kids and Wyatt, you know, but now that we have the other kids in the neighborhood, it's very nice to have some additional kids to hang out and play with and do the games and stuff with. It just makes it more exciting. But the scavenger hunt went off wildly. They were running here, running there, everywhere, and then at the end of it, they all got a nice big pot of candy.
Yep. Even us adults got a big old
Yeah,
pot
we
of
made sure
candy.
that the adults got our own bags too. 'Cause that way we don't have to rifle through the kids', you know.
That was, Scarlett actually asked me that, like, right after everything was all done, she's starting to eat her candy. She looks over at me, she's all, are you going to eat my candy? Like,
She's like, are you going to take my bag,
I
Dad?
was all, no, I have my own bag. She's like, good, thank goodness, like, this is mine. And I was just like, oh, man, call me out.
The Nomad Bead says the donut game was hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, so I had seen like little clips of it. I think I was scrolling on Instagram and I had seen, you know, like a reel.
Yeah.
And there was no real like directions. I just saw it and I was like, oh, it looks like fun. I'll do that with the kids. So the first attempt, we tried to put it all on a string and I tied the string to the donuts. But as Roxanne and I were pulling the string, trying to like hold it still so that it could dangle, it like ripped the donuts. So don't do that. We learned that you don't do it. You just kind of fish it through the hole and let them just kind of fly around. I thought wrapping it around once was going to be easier for the kids to, anyway, don't do that.
No.
It did end up ripping them, and then, but we just were like, we're not going to waste a good donut, you know, dust that thing all off and stick it back on the string, and they had a great time. So it was basically donuts on a string. The kids had to have their hands behind their backs, and it was whoever could finish it first won. And the kids needed any more candy, but the gift that they got, I guess, or the prize that they got for winning was a king-size candy bar.
Yeah.
And so we got like a box of king-size candy bars, and then we had all these little games and stuff that they did, and then whoever won got the king-size.
Yep.
So it was fun. We did that one. We did the Wrap the Mummy.
Wrap the Mummy one,
We did musical chairs.
Musical chairs.
Freeze dance.
Freeze dance.
Red light, green light, but zombie version. So they couldn't use one of their legs. They had to like keep it. They couldn't use their knee. They had to like drag it, and they had to be like, rah. It was cute. It was
How did that go again?
rah. Like that. Rah. But yeah, they had to do that, and they had a lot of fun. At the end of it, we took them on the grand scavenger hunt, and I will say, everything went smoothly and great last night, with the exception of how utterly bitter cold it got so quickly. It was like, as soon as the sun went down, we were all freezing.
That temperature was like a steady plummet down.
It declined pretty quick.
All right, yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab my other jackets, my gloves, kids.
Cornish Family Homestead says, that candy tax, the kids gotta pay. Yeah, in my hand. Drew's Lens, kids' candy just tastes better for some reason, right? Right? I'm telling you. And hey, I feel for you guys that are covered in snow right now. That's no fun. We've had several different subscribers and friends and folk and stuff saying how they're piled with it. It started like at the beginning of October, so my heart's with you guys. Although we are getting those lower temperatures, snow is not on the radar for quite some time.
Yeah, we got quite some time away from that. It's actually going to start warming up here tomorrow and into Friday. Friday, the low, I believe, is like 45 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then the high is like 78 or 70.
Which, personally,
So
call me crazy, but I would much rather work in even like 20 degrees. Shoot, even give me the 0 if I can have gloves and, you know, lots of long johns and warm clothes on. Gary and I will be outside. We'll be putting it in.
Yep.
It's that extreme heat that we ran away from the desert that it makes you physically ill. Like, you get physically sick. You're dizzy. You're just so worn out. You're plumb just exhausted just by standing outside with that extreme heat.
No.
So the cold, I can work in the cold. That's fine. And I don't think we're going to get anything that crazy, at least not for a long time. So
Not for a little bit. Not for a little bit.
Yep.
However, I feel like this season is going to be a lot more snow than ice, I have a feeling. But I could be way wrong.
That's what Ryan Hall y'all says, and I trust him. He's pretty smart.
Yep.
Hey, Jeremy Moore. He says, hi, Mel and Gary. This is my first live stream. Well, welcome, Jeremy.
What's going on?
Good to have you in here hanging out with us tonight.
How are you guys doing?
Having a pajama party. Everyone's invited. I wonder how many, show of hands, who is also in their pajamas right now? Nobody can see you, so don't.
Enjoying this nice cold weather.
Who's having a
just
pajama
snuggling
party
up
with us right now? Who's
by
in their
a fire.
pajama? Don't lie. Don't you lie. Who you got to impress?
Right. I'm not in pajamas, but
You were for a bit, though.
I was in them for a long time today. I didn't get dressed until like maybe 1:30, something like that.
Yeah, but you
went out and worked.
You did some other things today too.
No, I went outside. Got some
Hey, look
stuff
at all
done.
those hands. Everyone's having a pajama party with us. That's what's up. Yeah, PJ party.
Heck
See,
yes.
you guys don't judge me. I don't judge you. It's all good, guys. It's all good.
Yep. Hey, it's already 7 o'clock out here in the central, so you know what?
Yeah,
It's time.
it's already night time. Just about. Just about. Yeah.
Just about.
Hi, Cindy Brown. Good to see you in here.
What's going on?
And hello, O'Rourke's Little Field. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you in here. She's got to find her glasses. She's listening and can't read yet. Well, you find them. Good luck. Good luck. And Brooke Burks, as soon as I get home, I'm in my PJs. I feel you on that. As soon as we're done and we're done working outside and I'm done vlogging for the day, I go inside, I take a quick shower, and then PJs it is. It's usually how we roll.
For the most part, I mean, not me. But.
Jeanette says, I'm in mine, 8:12 here. Dusty Fuller, 8:12 here. Yep. It's just after midnight here in the UK, says James Shaw. Well, then you're most likely in your jammies.
Heck yeah.
But Jean says, I don't do the PJs until bed.
No.
There's some folks like that.
See, and I don't, 9 times out of 10, I don't sleep in PJs.
No, he doesn't.
I run hot. I run super hot, so I try to be in my skivvies.
You don't say.
Yep.
You run hot.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I try not to. It's hard. In the winter, every now and then I'll sleep with a shirt on, but that's about it.
Like super rare though.
Super rare.
Yeah. He will, he has his house jammies though that like he'll walk around the house in so that way he could walk around the house.
All you've been wearing for, a whopping 30 seconds to take them right back off to go right back to bed. No. But yeah.
Jeremy Moore just turned on the heat. Yeah, we just turned on our heat this last week too. This was the first time we've had to do it, and the old electric fireplace is warming us up. And I got that small in the video we put out where we're doing we had the Blue Eddy promo in it, right?
Oh.
And Gary was testing out those small little heaters. Well, that's all we had for the trailer, and it kept us really warm. And we've got one of those running on speed number 1 here inside the back area of the basement.
It's toasty back
It's
here.
nice and warm back here. It's just enough to keep the chill off because,
I'm
back here is
glad
different.
that there's 2 doors in here because I always leave the hallway door open and I can feel that cold air
going to his side of the bed.
Hit me in the face and then on my backside or vice versa, depending on which way I'm laying, right?
And I have the heater
hot and
like
cold one
6 inches away from my face and body. I'm all basking in it. It feels so good. Yeah, I like the heat when it's cold, right? Like I like the warm air, but no, the summers I'm just so I'm so happy summer is over and we're fully into fall now.
Well, you like the warm air when you can regulate it.
Right.
Right. Like that's why you like the cold is because you can regulate your heat a lot better, and you can put on as much clothes as you want to stay warm.
Pardon my vulgarity, but I don't like walking outside in the summer and feeling like Satan just farted right in my face.
Well, that's very true. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
It's bad, guys. It's bad, and it's so
And
hot
then, you
and
know,
wet
it's
outside.
hard. It's hard for me to say what is worst per se, for like the humidity heat or the dry heat, right? Because the dry heat, man, we've been to Death Valley before. We've been, you know, we've been around a little bit, and we have been in some really high temperatures. And I mean, it's bad, but it's not this humid bad. You know, it'd be 100 degrees outside here. If it's 100 degrees here, like we're like,
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm a run.
Oh no.
I'm a run. Like we've been in a hunt. Like that's summer all day, night, everything, and back in Vegas.
Yeah, but the
Like,
actual temper back in Vegas to feel
it'd
okay.
be
So
like 120,
I was gonna say,
124.
equivalence
but
of the way that it feels in the desert when it's 117 to like 120. That's what 100 degrees out here feels like, because there's no humidity over there and the humidity over here. It's a
I'd say
different
it's
type of
worse.
feeling.
I would say it's almost closer to the 130.
I don't know about that.
I feel like
No, 'cause
like
anything
Death
after-
Valley,
for-
Death Valley aspects of
for
like being
me-
out there and just I'm just saying
Maybe,
like,
but for me, once you get past like 115, it's just. I
Yeah.
can't tell the difference personally between 115 and 1. It's just miserable.
Yes.
So I don't know.
No, you're 100%
I don't
right.
know.
Once you get past 115 in the desert, it sucks.
But guess what? It's over. It's over with, at least for this year and this season. We've moved on to more beautiful things like this changing of the leaves, which are falling all over the place.
I can't believe how quick they're changing.
So quick. Our mountain
It's-
has so much red and yellow on it. It's gorgeous. Actually, Anthony, Country Road Cure, an intro. I don't know if it was his last video that they put out or the one before that. My goodness,
Yep.
bro, you got some great shots. Anthony and Roxanne, my brother and sister-in-law, right up the hill. If you guys didn't know, Country Road Cure, go subscribe.
Yes.
Shameless plug. Anyway, they put out a video. They've been working on a top secret project over there the last few days, which I think they showed you
believe they-
guys today.
I think they finished it
I
up
think
today.
they posted it today.
They finished
I don't
it
know.
up.
So I'm not going to spill any beans. You got to go over there and check. But anyway, the intro to one of their videos just a few days ago was absolutely gorgeous. And we share the property, as you guys know. So if you guys want to see some beautiful shots of the 41.36 and the way that he has it, it's like you see the drone shot of everything, and it was like before the leaves and everything had changed, and then all of a sudden it's like it goes and it changes. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
He did a great job on that. Cindy Brown's posting Country Road Cure. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
you. Cindy, breathing soup sucks. It does.
Yeah.
Breathing soup sucks.
Yeah.
R and F Firestone Chickens. Hi guys, just made it in, and the first thing I hear is I don't like going outside and feel like I agree about the difference between dry heat and humidity heat. I
Yeah.
hope you got a good chuckle. I hope you got a good chuckle.
But it's hard for me to say which one's worse, you know? I mean, like, I almost feel like the humidity one's worse, but at the same time, we've only lived here for this long, you know? Like, I remember when moving to the desert and being like, this sucks, like,
Yeah.
from Idaho, like, I was like, oh my goodness.
Hey, you know what? That's
So-
true. That's true. I was little, but I remember feeling the change too. I remember
Yeah.
the first summer and
I feel
just
like I
being
had
like,
heat
"Oh."
stroke and heat
Yeah.
exhaustion and all sorts of stuff. And
Jean says,
But-
I watched, and Mr. Moonclip says, yeah, CRC finished up the project in the last video. Didn't they do a great job?
Yes.
Guys, oh my goodness. So they built
Yes.
something beautiful. I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm going to force you guys to go watch it, but it's something that we're all sharing here on the 41.36. And all that hard work that we did down at the pond, clearing everything, they actually built a structure down over there that we can all enjoy for here on out. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. I can't wait to put it into some use. And I'm happy that they put the video out, because now we can go over there on Real Talk and, and go walk around. We could use it, and I don't have to be hiding it. I don't have to hide it on the camera anymore.
you know,
Jean says, yes, you'll enjoy it. They did a really great job. They
Yes.
did a phenomenal job.
yes.
DIY different. Hey guys, good to see you. Doug Nashley says, I've never experienced dry heat. Well, It's dry.
So it was, I'll explain this in this aspect. I've never sweated as much as possible, like when we first moved here. Like I didn't understand the concept when people said, I stepped out of my house and I needed to go take a shower.
Yeah, we've never
And
experienced
I've never
that.
experienced that kind of like humidity to where instantly you start sweating and like you're porous and your clothes are wet and you're like, this is sweat. This is nasty.
Yeah.
Like, and now I'm like, okay, I understand that because that's not how it is in the desert.
No, in the desert you are
dry.
You are dry all the time, and like out here, one of my like nightly beauty things that I used to do just to kind of like help with my face and stuff back over on the West Coast where we're from is Vaseline.
Or Vaseline.
And I would put Vaseline. Well, there's no lotion.
Lotion.
Too, yes. But I would put Vaseline like underneath my eyes and stuff, and to help with wrinkles and with your face cracking and stuff. Well, out here, I put Vaseline on myself and I feel like a greasy pig, man. I'm just like all oily and I can't, it doesn't absorb like out in the desert. You put it on and it's dry again. It absorbs. And, you know, people like, oh, it's because of the petroleum. It's oil-based. It's not going to absorb. I'm telling you, back in Arizona, it absorbs. It goes into your skin. So I don't know about all that. I think that the elements definitely have something to do with it too. Because that was something that my grandma used to do, you know, I remember the Vaseline, and that's where I got it from.
And back to good, I use coconut oil here in AZ. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
that's
coconut
a
oil.
great one right there.
And that's super good for your hair too. It'll help your hair grow and like stay strong and shiny.
I mean, like, I haven't had to put on lotion for like the last 3 years roughly. And like normally every winter, my knuckles and everything get cracked really, really bad.
Like they would get so cracked to where they would bleed.
Bleeding bad. Like any little cracks or orifices, it would just be like, oh, dude, this hurts. I can't like grab anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now I still use lotion.
No.
But I'm just like, I'm an ashy person. I get dry. All right, I just get dry. So I still use lotion, and now I just like to use the Pond's. I just went back to the other old remedy or whatever. I used to use Pond's, and then I like CeraVe too. That cream in a jar, I like that stuff too. It locks in the moisture and it lasts for quite a long time. So, but yeah, Brooke Burke says we use coconut oil here in Arkansas. So yeah, I still use it for my hair, but I can't do it too often. Again, just because. For whatever reason out here, I'm just greasy. I'm just greasy out here. I can't help it. Like the ends of my hair will be super dry, and then like my scalp will be just like super oily, and no matter what I do. So I've succumbed to it. It's all good.
No.
But yeah, guys, I hope that you guys all had a wonderful, happy Halloween. And if you guys don't celebrate it, that's okay.
Yes.
No harm, no foul. It's all good. But if you guys do, I hope that you guys had a wonderful time with your loved ones, and you guys got to have lots of sweets and smiles on the kids' faces and everything. Yeah. Now it's already looking forward. We got 3 weeks till Thanksgiving.
Man.
The year is going to fly by now, and that leaves us up to some of our new month and new goals that we're going to try to hit this month.
This month is going to be a big month.
It should be a pretty good month. Hi, Lindsay. Good to see you in here.
Big month.
Hi, David Moffat. Good to see you in here, too.
What's going on?
Lori Larkin, Terry Merritt.
Hey.
Chandra, good to see you in here, honey. Cindy, by the way, Mel, your hair looks amazing. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. I went for a different cut this time and color. I had them do me dark because you guys know my water is like super mineralized and very orangey and red, and adding those minerals onto my hair on the parts that were bleached, because you know I went blonde for a while. Anyway, it like broke it off. Like my hair was starting to shed and like break up, and like there's parts like, look how short that is, super duper short, because it was just breaking off, and it's the water. So we're still waiting. Our water guy, we still have, we had talked about it on Real Talk. I don't know if we talked about it here on Simple Life, but we have plans to get a water filtration system in, a sand filter over by the well house that we share with Country Road Cure. Our guy that's going to be installing it for us has been extremely busy and backed up, and so I know it's been like a month, trust me, I know. but I'm not holding it against him. Small town community, there's only like 1 or 2 people that are going to do it, and out of those couple of people, he's the best, so we're going to stay with him. So hopefully sometime this month we can get that handled, because I'm tired of having orange water. And I know.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping too.
I'm hoping.
But yeah, the color of the hair was due to me wanting less maintenance, and then I had to do kind of a chop to get rid of a lot of the dead stuff, which kind of gave me a different shape. But I don't know. I'm liking it. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. Peace Dragon. Hello, friends. Greetings from Montana. Still praying for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
And I hope that you're having a wonderful evening in Montana and staying warm. I know it's
Ooh,
cold
Montana.
over there. Yeah, I know it's cold over there.
Yeah. See, I won't complain about the cold too much.
You're not going to hear us complain about the cold for a while.
Well, not for a while, yeah. But it's hard for me to complain about the cold because of Montana. And
oh, Montana's just so
going
gorgeous.
through Montana here and there when I was a kid, and I will never forget how cold it got out there.
Yeah.
And I think we were out there in like February or something like that. It was cold, man.
Whew. Yeah. It was very cold.
Coldest temperature I've ever felt, but
Montana sure was gorgeous. It was beautiful. That was actually when we were thinking about, we were actually this close to buying up in Idaho and the Montana area.
We looked over in Coeur d'Alene area.
Coeur d'Alene like stole my heart. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
But I'm happy we ended up here.
St. Mary's, I want to say.
St. Mary's, Idaho.
We were looking Montana, Missoula area.
Missoula area.
And yeah, it was just absolutely beautiful up there.
I'm happy we ended up out here in Arkansas.
I am super happy because we would be dealing with so much snow right now. And
that's not why for me. That's not why for me.
It is for me. I'm sorry. We're still building. And living, in certain areas, you do have to take, where you live in account for how you're building and everything else, And in the desert, we would have had to really think about the rain catchment, for like water aspects, because drilling a well, good luck. You're talking about thousands of feet down. Like it's going to cost you a freaking your whole body to get it. So, but yeah, and then in like the really, really cold, wintry climates like that up in like Michigan and Idaho and all that stuff, you got to think about the insulation and doing exterior insulation and all this other stuff that comes into play. So
adds a lot of stuff to it.
Adds a lot of other stuff to it.
Yeah.
And then, so same thing here. We got to think about certain things and the moisture.
Mr. Moonclips, I was wondering, are you going to put in other animals where the chicken is, like turkey or something? Absolutely, we are.
That's coming down the line. We got a lot to do. But yes, that is something that is going to be happening here soon.
Yeah, I definitely want to get turkeys. We've had turkeys before. I want to get some goats. I'd love to possibly get some sheep.
Yeah.
There's different animals that we got to get, but before we do any of that, infrastructure is key.
I did find somebody that has no shear sheep. So we have somebody in this area.
This local area.
In this local area for that. And I was looking at it and thinking about it like, no shear sheep, huh? I don't gotta shear them. I don't gotta do anything. They're low maintenance. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me think about it.
I want to look into it a little bit,
more,
but
that sounds good. I'm just saying that he sold me on the aspect of no shear sheep. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about them. Have you? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No shear. And he said that if you wanted to, you could. But there was no. You don't have to.
Yeah.
They naturally shed it.
When we lived in Arizona, and I would house sit for the Begays.
Yeah.
I would go over there and I would take care of their sheep and goats and stuff like that. And I liked them. They were fun. Yeah. Yeah, they were a lot of fun. They're big. Those guys are huge. But
Jeremy Moore gets some fainting
goats. They were a lot of fun. Some fainting goats.
Those goats are pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Just for the entertainment value, right? Anyway, we went squirrel. Real quick before I get back on track, Cindy wants to know, how are Dawn, Patrick, and Donald doing? They're doing great. Thank you for asking, Miss Cindy. I just talked to my sister not too long ago, actually. I just talked to her like 2 days ago, and we talked for like 2 hours. But they're all doing very well. Right now is fall, and so this time of year, Dommel works like double overtime. He gets like the most hours out of the whole year during this time because it's harvest season, and he works with grain and stuff, and so it's a very, very busy time for them right now. Patrick is enjoying his job as well, and Dawn is still working, still doing her thing. I was just talking to her though because the guys went away on their fishing trip and stuff, and I cannot plan a ladies' trip without inviting my sister.
No.
So I talked to her, and she works in like the hotel industry, and so she can get deals on different hotels and things. And so I had my sister put her ear to the ground like, hey sis, you hear of any spa days or any kind of good deals coming around? Let me know. Because, you know, us ladies, we're trying to get something going on. But right now, there's no date picked for any of that. I know that, like, Lissa's going away for Thanksgiving. I know that Thanksgiving's only in, like, 3 weeks. And I got to make it work. I'd love for, like, you know, Lindsay and Lissa and Roxanne and me. And I'd like to see if some of the other ladies would like to go, too. Denise. I don't know. I'm going to put my ear down and see who can go, and because all the guys got to get together, us ladies should be able to get together too. But the holiday season is really hard for moms to get a time away because moms are what make the magic happen during the holidays, right? So it's not that our husbands wouldn't pull the weight, because they totally would. And it's nothing like that. It's just...
You just tell me when you're going and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty,
it's got to work for everybody.
Well, I know, but you just tell me when.
Yeah.
I'm pretty resilient.
That's always the magic. When?
You just tell me when. I'm pretty resilient in figuring it out.
It's not me so much. It's making sure that it works out for all the other
gals.
Yeah,
of course.
You know, it's not so much me.
Like I said.
But
I'm just saying, you ain't gonna hear nothing from me.
Cindy Brown, Lindsay, and Mama V too. And Terry, yeah, I mean, I would totally, yes. And Rachel, absolutely, yes. 100%. Those are the gals. And Mama, yes, and Mama, yep. Cindy's posting Mama's link. Now what travel ready on or not so simple. That's my actual mom.
Yep.
My mother is amazing. So let me see here. I'm going to see if you guys have any questions, but we do need to get a little back on track because we went squirrel just a little bit. This month is going to be very busy for us, and I know we have Thanksgiving and we're going to be getting into the holiday season, but we really have to start pushing hard to be able to get the roofing on and get everything squared away before winter happens. Now, Gary and I have been working on some things, and if you want some sneak peeks for that, you got to go to Real Talk with SLR. That's our daily vlog channel.
You might be seeing something on there.
You might. So, we post on that one unedited. It's kind of chat style videos like how this live stream is. But it's us not necessarily in one spot. We kind of usually take you around places.
More up to date on that one, where Simple Life is more so...
it's like a week behind, and that's because I need time to edit.
Yeah.
I need time. You can't record it and then put it out the very next day, or I mean I could, but then I'd get no time.
We've done that.
I did that, and it caused me to get shingles, and my health went poo-poo very fast.
To where it's not, there's no need for that.
Yeah, so I didn't move out here to have my health go to south and then not be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? So that's why I made some big changes with how we're doing everything. Everything here on Simple Life is at least a week behind schedule. Although I am working on a video that you guys should get tomorrow, which is out of order, I guess, on the way that things actually happened in life, because I'm going to add in some of the Halloween footage just because I want to put it out there before it gets too far away from the actual holiday.
And we did try to record as much as possible with it being dark.
Yeah,
and everything.
So I'll put out a video for you guys tomorrow. It's got some fun and it has some work in there. It catches you guys up, I guess, with some of the work that we've already completed with the decking. And then I have some other stuff that's already in the can that I'll be putting out, I guess, throughout the weekend and stuff to catch you guys up. But what I put out tomorrow happened, I guess, some of it was yesterday and some of it was like earlier on in the week. And then what I'm going to be putting out this weekend is going to be stuff that happened a little bit earlier on from that. So it's not exactly in sequential order. But again, I digress. The main reason for that was just so that way I can get the Halloween footage out before it got too far away from the holiday and everybody was already over it and on to, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving and such. So That's why I do it that way sometimes. But anyhow, we do have some sneak peeks on Real Talk with SLR. We have started working on the decking out in the front. There is wood up. There are things mounted places. The whole front does not look the same as it used to anymore. And Gary and I have started our conversations about when are we going to be picking up our windows and our doors, because order of operations and progress and stuff, how
I
we
didn't
wanted
know
to.
what she was gonna spill or not. So
Yeah, and Gary's like, what?
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's okay.
No, you're good. I didn't want to say it. Let you say it.
It doesn't matter.
But yes,
it's all
we
good.
are planning
Spill
on
whatever
it.
beans. It's okay. There's
Yes.
nothing. They want to watch it. They want to see it.
No,
So
I know.
Spill the beans. It's okay.
I know.
So, order of operations. We've been getting a ton of questions about when are you guys going to do this? When are you guys going to do that? And honestly, we are just regular folks, guys.
We're going as fast as possible
We're-
with a family.
Yes.
With a homestead. With
Paying cash as we go.
Learning
Learning how to do the things literally the day that we're doing them. We're filming a lot of our first times and sharing it with you guys. So the way that we're planning on doing things is this. We have all of our front decking area starting to be built. As soon as it's at a point where we can stand up there and safely install a very large sliding glass door and the windows, we're going to get those things in. We still need to build the covering part, like the roofing that connects to the roof of the house. And we have to build the front mudroom before we can get an actual roof or put the ice and water shield up on top of the house. Now, those are our top priorities to get done before the end of the year.
anything.
And obviously, we only have 2 months left until the end of the year. So hopefully, we'll be able to get it done. But it's a lot of physical labor. It's not even the paying cash as we go part, because I know that we're going to be fine with that. What we're having a harder time with is that it's
using up the materials that we're using at the timely manner while the weather is good.
And I wasn't going to go there. I was going to go with it's physically exhausting to pick things up and to work really hard like that 7 days a week. It's like physically.
Yeah.
It's so.
You need times off.
You do need time to recoup and recover, and I need time to be able to put out the videos for you guys. So we're juggling it and we're doing the absolute best that we can. Thank you guys for loving on us and being a part of it with us. But it's coming along, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll have doors and windows on and we'll have a roof on this sucker. That's our big goal, and we're trying to make it happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Never put stress on yourself for us. You do what you need to do, and we can all just lump it. Thank you, Nomad Beads. I appreciate it. We've been getting a lot, and I don't like to talk about it too much just because it's, the ugly side of things. But lately, I will say, and I don't know, listen, I pray for all of you guys, and I love all of you guys, and I'm not on any side of any battles or anything, but I personally think that, because of the status of what's going on in the world at the present time, I'm not even going to go into it because everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. I think because of all of that, everyone's feeling some kind of way. It's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of psychological stuff that's going on to it. And so everyone out there is feeling some load of stress. And some people, unfortunately, the way that they relieve their stress is by crapping on other people or trolling or doing whatever. And we've been getting quite a lot of that lately. There's no way to stop it except for, blocking them or whatever, and then just ignoring it and moving along. And that's what we're doing. It is disheartening, though, to see some people that have been around for a while, I guess, go that way. I don't know how else I can say it, but that's what's happening a little bit. So, yeah, but I appreciate all of you guys that are loving on us, and even the people that don't. I still love you guys and wish the best for you in your life. I have no room for any kind of hate in my heart for any of that nonsense. So, it is what it is. But I will say it is a reality of what we do, and unfortunately, we have this big running joke about when. We have a huge running joke about when. Well, we also have a pretty big running joke about why not or why. And we try to be as transparent as possible with our videos and try to explain what we're doing and why we're doing things. But even though we explain The whys, sometimes our reasonings are not valid. And
Yep.
I don't know what to say about that.
I don't.
I don't know
really
what to
care
say about that.
about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, the people that want to comment negative things or bad things, I try not to let it, or even look at it or think about it, because I'm not going to let their negativity ruin my day, per
Yeah.
se. You know, and if they think that I'm not stressed out, it's pretty funny and comical, because that means pretty much they have no idea who I am or what I am or anything else, or have watched any of our shows, because they would know I'm pretty meticulous.
You don't say.
I'm just saying.
Well, and they would know that Gary and I are the follow through type of couple.
Yep.
Like we've started along this journey many years ago. It started in Arizona when we were trying to become debt free, and we were dreaming about doing what we're doing now. We are literally living our dreams out in front of you on the screen, and I am so blessed that we have this opportunity to do that, and I am so blessed that you guys have decided to share in that with us. Hopefully you guys are inspired to chase your own dreams. If you find we have so many subscribers that are just at a point in their life where they cannot. For one reason or another, they cannot, but they enjoy being able to live it with us through the videos and stuff. And so you guys, to me, are the people that I really drives me to make videos and stuff and to share it with you guys, aside from for our own personal selfish reasons to have it for ourselves, but to put it on the internet and share it with people like you guys that are honestly really getting something from it, whether it be the inspiration, whether it be the chance to live through the screen, something that you've always wanted to do, but for one reason or another your life never allowed you to do it. I also want to be a sounding board of encouragement for you guys, that if you have not tried and exhausted every single avenue, don't give up on your dream and continue to strive for it. Don't give up on yourself, that if there's a will, there is definitely a way.
Yep.
Of course, there are extreme circumstances. We do have some people that are not healthy and that are needing to take their time to recover and do those things, which we're always praying for you guys and we understand. But to all the other folks, you know who we're talking about and what we're talking about. Don't give up on yourself, guys. Don't give up on yourself.
100%.
So Gary and I have a lot to do this month. We have already gotten a very good head start on the decking out front. We're going to be having to go to the store and purchase some more materials, but it's going to be doors and windows here very, very soon.
I'm just so beat and tired, but I can't wait to get out there. Like, I'm so antsy.
I know.
Because this last progress that we did out there was huge, and it's to a point where now it should start going a lot quicker, and it should start rolling out pretty nicely. And for those that know what I'm talking about, maybe you caught something there. Just saying, it'll be rolling out pretty nicely.
Teresa wants to know, Gary, I was wondering how tall will the tallest platform be for the zip line, and I'm assuming that the playhouse will be part of that, yeah?
So yes, that's one zip line that I'm thinking about. The platform there is right around it's like 8.5, 9 feet roughly to the base of it, roughly, depending on where you're measuring. You know, I'd say it's about 8.5, but
Tall.
From the ground. From
Yeah,
the actual base to that. Where the wire is going to be a lot taller than that, but yeah.
Thomas, so the garage is off for this year, probably, to be honest with you.
Yep, it is off this year. I'm not going to be doing anything over there, which I'm fine with.
We have so many things we're trying to finish right now.
My slab is just getting harder and harder while it's over there. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna. It's good. I got plans for over there.
He does still have places. It's not like he doesn't have any places to put his tools. We got the maintenance room. He has
I've been using that maintenance room a lot.
We have the horse trailer. We've got places for tools and stuff. We have a metal building shed now, so it's not like the man's going without a spot to store his tools.
No.
You know, but you do deserve a garage, and you will have a nice garage.
It's gonna happen, but I'm not going to be selfish and have my garage first before I build everything and have everything done over here. You know, once everything's dried in fully with siding and a roof fully, like everything else like
Then
that.
we'll get your garage dried in.
Then maybe, but like I said, I would rather have everything done in here in a sense, to where it's like literally I'm finishing up everything up there.
And then we could build your dream garage.
But it all depends. If we're doing a lot of, say if we're doing a lot of wood siding and everything else like that, I'm gonna probably want that garage so that way I can store the wood in there and stain it and seal it and everything else in there. But then again, I also have a whole cabin up there to do all that inside of. So
William Baker says, "Yay, I made it to y'all's live." Welcome, William Baker. Good to have you here.
I'm not gonna steal away from my family for me to have a garage.
Well, it's not necessarily stealing away from your family. You deserve nice things too, honey. And if
but you know what I mean.
Your life easier to build for all of us.
You men know what I mean out there. Like, you know, I don't want to. I'd feel guilty if, you know, I have a nice garage all said and done, and yet the house is still not done. Like, I'd feel guilty. I can't.
I hear you.
I don't know. Like.
Yeah, I hear you.
I do need a garage, but it's hard. It's.
We will get there. We will get there. First things first, I want to really get, and Gary and I are on the same page with this. We really want to focus on just getting the decking and the covered part of that decking finished, getting the mudroom in the front finished, and roofing the house. Obviously, I don't think it's going to have any of the siding on the exterior part because there's still other things we got to do before we can put the exterior siding on. But as far as the house, those are like the goals. Like I think I don't want to set too hard of a goal for November because we could set goals, but the goalpost is always allowed to move, guys. It's real life, so it is allowed to move.
My biggest thing that I want to do by November, the end of November, is have all the windows and doors in, have the back patio roof done, and have, I mean, this is a high goal, and have the front side
starting the
platform and everything to where all it is putting up the roof from there, you know, for that side in December.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold, but if I can do that, then that means that I can get the ice and water shield to get up here. And
sometime in December. And then we could put the metal on the roofing sometime in December as well.
Correct.
That's a goal. And in the midst of all of that, too, we still have some other side projects that we're working on, like you guys know. We're going to try to finish off the kids' playhouse, which the playhouse and the treehouse playhouse, it's not, you know, two boards stuck together. We're building a whole separate house building. Like it's going to be insulated. There is going to be a door and a window on there. It is going to be a all-season area where the kids can play in there, and it will have an air conditioner, where in the winter it will have a heater in there. Yep. It is going to be another room just up over there, playhouse room. So, I mean, like, honestly, it'll be so nice. We could turn it into, like, an Airbnb if we ever wanted to. We never will, but it'll be that nice to where, you know, it's like a whole nother building. And I want to build it that way so that way as the kids do grow older, they will maintain their interest in it because it will go from being like a, you know, little kids' treehouse where, you know, it to more of like the teenager hangout. Yeah. That's our goal. That's our plan for that area and that space. Yeah. And it'll transform throughout, you know, as they grow, it will grow with them. And so the playhouse is another one of our goals. And I really want to have that thing finished before Christmas. I know that we talked to the kids about doing it last year for Christmas. And it's been one of those things that we have always had other things that we're busy working on because we're building a whole new life from scratch out here. And I don't want to put the kids on the back burner. I want to give them these things before they get much older. And we're super close over there, too. We've made some really great strides over there on their playhouse area. So we do have a few things that we're working on. And then I guess the side project, which will literally take us one day to do, is we need to roof the doghouse and the pecker palace. Which,
seeing like a lot of those things, I'm going to try to do those things on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not going to be a full...
They're shorter
time frames. It's not like, you know, I'm always, every day, you know, doing the animal chores, doing all that stuff. So, I mean... on the weekend, it would be like, all right, let me go down over here like what I did today. you know, I went
Yeah.
down and
West House.
dealt with
There's
the rabbits
not
and
enough
dealt with
hours in the
everything.
day. There's not, Wes.
There
There's
isn't.
just not. I know.
I wish there was more.
Um,
I want to bust out my spotlights.
Paul Schubert didn't realize Gary used to work with zip lines. Can't wait to see how he does it. It's a great learning opportunity. Yeah, so I'm going to brag on Gary a little bit. So Gary didn't just used to work on zip lines. Gary used to get sent around. Look at him, he's getting all. Gary used to get sent around the company or around the country to go ahead and make sure that everything was done perfectly, safety-wise.
And
so
to
that
the
way,
book of how it's supposed to be.
That was Gary's job, and he had to work his way up the ladder. He started out with the company as like a guide, and he used to be a tour guide and like send people on that.
That was great. I loved that.
Then he moved up his way up the ladder and got, you know, more educated and stuff like that, and then
more stress.
And he ended up being the maintenance and safety guy that they relied on to send him all over to different places to inspect them. He's worked for casinos. He's worked for these large resorts. Can't tell you all the places, but he's worked for many of them, and I'm very proud of him. He's very, very smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. And his meticulousness, like, you know, we joke about how Gary is perfectionist with OCD. It's the truth, but it's a very good quality.
Yeah.
And that's, it does have a lot to do with the way his job before, because
if you screwed up one thing, it could be somebody's life.
Yeah.
Or multiple people's life.
Yes.
So it's that's not something to mess with.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's always, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's in the back of my mind of certain things like that.
So there's certain reasons why he is the way that he is. But I'll brag about Gary all day. Gary's a really smart guy. He has his ways, and I know his ways, and I have my ways, and he knows my ways, and we work together really great as a team. And yeah, so when we do finally get a zip line going around here, it'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wanda E9, I'm about to embark on an endeavor with starting a charitable foundation in memory of my 14-year-old son who lost his cancer battle. Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sorry about that.
To support families of kids with cancer and their financial needs. Well, Wanda, God bless you in your endeavor. I will pray for your son. That is terrible. Yes. Cancer absolutely sucks.
Yes.
Let's Trade Paint is in here. Hello, good to see you. David Moffat, hello, hello. Mr. Moonclips, here is a question. When Gary gets his garage, is Mel going to get a she shed?
Probably.
I don't know, honestly.
But then again, I don't know. That's up to her. If she's like, hey, I want this over here, I'll be like, all right. But then again, she might just build it. I mean, she's pretty handy, you know.
I'm pretty capable.
She's pretty capable. And a lot of people think, you know, it's like, why aren't you letting her do it, this or that? It's like, well, look, I'm trying to go about it as quick as possible. And if I've never done it before, how am I going to explain it to somebody and have them do what I want when they don't even know what I want or how I want to have it done?
Because you don't even know what
I don't even know what's going on,
well,
so I'm trying to figure out. And so I'm just trying to go with the motion with certain things.
So Gary and I work really well, and I'm very, very capable to do a lot of the building and stuff. Some of it does have to come back down to Gary's OCD again.
Yes, it does.
To where I can't, it's a waste of my time to do something if Gary's going to go behind me and do it, and it's going to come out to be exactly the same spot that I just finished it at, but he's going to feel better about it because he did it.
Because I know, and I triple checked, and
Even though when I did it, it's
I've gotten a lot better.
The exact same
I've gotten a lot better
that
with
he
it
left
too.
It at, but because he did it, he feels better about it. And I've learned, we've gone through quite a bit of growing in the last few years of living together.
Yes.
Okay, so I've learned
and building together. Because I want to say this, you guys. Having a married spouse being your partner while you are building, owning or doing YouTube business-wise, and just like doing all this stuff is not for the faintest person or faintest heart, you know. Like, I mean, man, I'll tell you what. But it's also strengthened our relationship like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd have. I mean, we were always very strong in our marriage, but this has definitely.
But this has strengthened it way more than I would ever imagine.
Well, it's like we can anticipate each other's moves too. We get a lot of comments talking about how well we work together and stuff. And that comment honestly just makes my heart flutter because sometimes we don't. And, but a lot of times we do, right? And that took some learning, that took some practice. But we've gotten to the point in our marriage and in our relationship where I can anticipate his next move. He can anticipate my next move. And when we're both on the same page with that, we get into this almost hypnotic type of flow to where we're just, boom, grinding it out and getting things done, and it works out phenomenally. And that's, after you do it for years and years, you know, you get that way with each other. So there was a question about Gary. They wanted to know what's the weight limit for the zipline Jeremy Moore. That's a loaded question a little bit.
That is a loaded question. So it's going to depend on which way I go about it. I will be putting a weight limit onto it. However, I'm going to make, that's the funny thing is, okay, so just so all you guys understand and know this
and
out
just
there,
to
I'm
let
going
you
to
know,
break,
you
I'm going
have
to break a...
Gary, you don't have that long.
Okay,
you have
okay,
5 minutes until we're out of here, so.
Okay. Weight restrictions, a lot of the time, it has to do with insurance. I'm just saying. Okay. Now with zip lines, it's inertia. All right. So the bigger you are, the faster you're gonna go. All right. It's just physics. It's just how it works. All right. So the smaller person, the slower you're gonna go. However, trying to stop a slower person, the more you swing up. And the heavier you are when you try to stop a person, the more you tend to slowly swing. So there has to be that fine balance in between it. All right. So I will figure that one out, but I'll probably get it to where it's going to be right around the ballpark of like 125, 150. And here's the great thing. I can adjust it as the kids grow, because the wire that's on it, technically the wire that I'm going to use breaking strength is like 27,500 pounds roughly. And then you times that by 5, and that's the actual breaking strength. So we're good. I'm just...
I'll just say this. I don't want you to build it unless, you know, the adults can ride on it.
Oh, we're going to.
We're
going to.
Yeah.
No, I know. But I've got to make it safe for the kids.
Right.
Right? You know? So us adults, if I have to, I'll give an adult a glove and have us hook up a little closer to where we can grab the line. The kids, I don't want them anywhere close to that line. So I've got to figure it out in certain which ways like that. There is one way that I can do it to where everybody can have fun with it, but then again, it's not really a zip line. It's
Michigan Life
more
above
of a
the
fall.
45th high. Good to see you guys.
Hey.
Good to see you guys in here. And Possum Run Homestead, hello. MT
How's it
Homestead,
going?
hello. Lumpy Burke, hello. And then Ruth said, listen, if he wants to do the work, rock on. After 48 years, you do it, I'll watch. Hey, you know, but the thing is that I enjoy doing it. And so sometimes when Gary doesn't let me and he's like he's in one of his particular moods where everything, because he's not always that way. It's just like, we all have moods and we all have times, right?
When I'm doing a beam and I'm looking for that straightness, I am a little bit...
When Gary's in one of his particular moods, and I know he will be unsatisfied unless he does it and measures and unmeasures and bangs it around and gets it to where it's his liking, and he was the last one to touch it, and I can see that and I know that, then I'm not even going to try. But I do get upset sometimes, though, if he's in that mood and I'm in the mood of, well, I want to be putting things together too, then I have to, regardless of what I'm feeling, I have to take the side seat and hold the camera, because we are going to do this. We are going to, and I know it, and he knows it, and it is what it is, and I realize that, and that's why sometimes I'm not working in the video, but I'm not upset about it, because I know that these are things that make our marriage stronger, and we work together as a team. And just like if I'm having a bad day and Gary knows that no matter what, that he has to, you know, do X, Y, and Z, or else I'm going to be upset or whatever, Gary does X, Y, and Z, so that way I'm not, and we balance each other out like that. It's a give and take. Yep. So when I say this, I'm not throwing you under the bus. No. He's not throwing me under the bus when he says things about that. That's just living together and being in a relationship for a super long time. But that's why sometimes in videos, like we'll get comments like, Mel's, you know, Gary's doing everything, Mel's not doing nothing. It's not because I don't want to. It's not because I don't want to.
If you've seen the one where we were doing the play set, I even said, she was like, I can do that for you. Yeah. I'm going to have you do that here in just a sec.
5 hours later.
I just kept on going.
I'm like, okay, he's in that mood. I'll just sit here and record you, baby.
Hey,
and that's
I was
fine.
about to have you do it, and you had the big camera, and it's like it's hard for me to sit there and be like, okay, set that camera up somewhere so you can do this,
It's
and
fine.
it's just like,
hey,
you know what, you want that good shot? I'll get you that good shot.
No,
babe.
we've learned what works and what doesn't work, and
But then I sat there and I thought about it later, and I was all, dang, I didn't have her cut a dang one. All right, my bad.
No, not a one. It's okay. It's all right. I
can't help it.
It's not. It's all good. It's all good.
I know these guys. I know I'm not the only guy. I know that. I've seen it here and there. They're like,
Gary,
I see it.
I
I'm
will
sorry.
say Gary is getting a lot better with relinquishing the control when it comes to some of that.
It's power tools. It's my baby, all right? I can't let it go.
And realizing that this is my build as well. He's starting to get a little bit better with that. That this is my dream too. This is my, because as guys, the way that they think is they just want to be the providers, and he just wants to make it perfect so he can give it to me, and then I can be like, oh yay, thank you.
Exactly.
But for me to get what I really kind of needed and wanted out of this whole build, I need the satisfaction that I did it. Like, as a woman or whatever, I did it too. I have that, it gives me self-esteem. It makes me feel good about myself. It gives me that pride, that I can do this. So sometimes I don't want him to be like, oh, look what I did for you. I'd rather him, get out of my way and let me do for myself kind of a thing. Which we do, again, we do a great job about
back and forth with
that. I'm totally happy with how we do everything. So
no, I'm happy with it too. I'm just saying, it's pretty funny.
I will say, we have, let me see, there's a question. Does Gary's family watch your channel? DIY Different.
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, every now and then.
Probably though, but they don't say like, oh, I saw this.
No.
I don't know.
They're pretty private.
Yeah, and that, I guess we'll just answer that question too, because there are some questions that come up sometimes, like, what's up with Gary's family? How come you? They're all very private people, and they don't wish for us to talk about them, so you guys won't hear about it.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all gravy.
It's all gravy train, guys. It's all gravy train. Let me see. We're gonna answer one more question, then we're actually gonna send everybody over to MT Homestead because we can't believe it. We've already gone through an hour already. It's crazy. Crazy. My BFF worked side by side with her husband at work, and he is the boss at home. She is the boss when they are able to balance it all, so that works for them, and their marriage is super strong, says Wanda. Yeah, we have our ups and downs like every other marriage has, right? But I think that our marriage is super duper strong.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that's like...
No.
I mean, I don't see anything.
No.
So... But
it's all gravy. It's
all gravy train. Gypsy Trails, thank you, man, coming in with a sneaky sly little super chat right in there saying hi. Hi, Gypsy Trails. Good to see you out there. I hope that your trails are taking you someplace lovely and warm today.
Yes.
But guys, we're gonna get back at it. Gary's gonna go off, and we got a little boy that's been dying for Gary to play some games with him, and I've got a video to finish editing out for you guys. Don't worry, here on Simple Life Reclaimed, you guys are gonna find out all of what we've been up to out in the front deck area. I'm editing it out. Not right this second, but as soon as I finish this live stream, I'm going to finish that, and you guys should have it tomorrow.
Should be pretty good.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to catch you guys up on some of those earlier videos too, and I'd say between now and the rest of the weekend, you guys should have quite a bit to watch if I have my way, so... but I just got notified MT Homestead is live, so go on over there and say hello to them from us. Love raid on over to Mike and Terry. They're wonderful people, and they are on next. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today on this live chat with Simple Life Reclaimed.
Yes.
Be back on Real Talk with SLR tomorrow morning, and a new video on here too. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, and as usual, friends, until the next one, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.